Hey guys. Hey guys. Hey guys.
Okay.
Today, I don't know if you can guess what we're gonna go over, but
We're gonna go over burrs.
we go over burr strategy.
So, burr. What's a burr? So it's buy. You have too many R's there.
I never know how many, so I just added
Just
to
add
the
them.
end.
Just fill them in. Recycle.
Burr.
Reuse. Buy. Renovate. Rent. Refinance. And repeat. So yeah, so basically, this is a term used to, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, so you buy the property, renovate it, increase the value, rent it out, and then refi at a higher amount,
Yeah.
and try to pull as much money as you can out, whether it be your principal or your construction costs. And then once you do that, you have the money back, so you're basically recycling,
Yeah.
which isn't included, but maybe it should be.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Reduce
Recycling your money.
Reduce your costs.
Yeah, let's get serious. So recycle your money, which allows you to repeat. So that's the burr.
Yeah, so other people call it flip to yourself, which is
Yeah.
kind of a good analogy on kind of understanding how it works. So basically, we're just going to run through kind of how we analyze a deal for a burr.
Yeah. So obviously, you want to know what that property is going to be worth when you are done your renovations, and your renovations should significantly increase the value, whether you're changing the use, which can really bump up the value, like adding a unit or two. And then obviously the cosmetic renovations will add value as well. So you want to know your ARV, which is after repair value, and that is the value of the property
After the renovation.
Yeah.
Okay,
And where do we get these from?
you're going to want to use an experienced realtor familiar with investing
So you
and
get
burr strategy.
comparables, yeah, for sure. So when you purchase the property, there's going to be closing costs on the purchase, and that'll include land transfer fee, tax, whatever they call it. And you can look that up. Just Google land transfer tax Ontario. It's based on purchase price and can be significant depending on the cost or on the purchase price. And then the other fee you'll have would be legal fees. Boom.
Okay, then you got your reno.
Reno.
Again, this one, if you aren't experienced with doing renovations, get a contractor in and
Yeah, like some people like to manage their projects themselves, and some people like to have contractors. Either way, if you're managing it yourselves, have a good idea of what the renovation is going to cost. Otherwise, get your contractor to quote it and get super detailed. So what we do is we have a spreadsheet which has like every possible renovation that you could ever do to a project.
yeah.
Whether it be converting to more units or just renovating and selling. We have all that, and then we just run through the specific property and fill in everything to get our number, and then we add at least 20% contingency to that.
Yes, that's important. You always want to have that.
So you figure out your renovation costs, and you got your contingency plan, and then how long is this renovation going to take? Because you're going to have carrying costs, which can also be significant depending on the source of your financing. So aside from this financing, we'll do financing first. So you'll have you might not, but you'll have if you have a mortgage, you have to pay that, whether it be private or institutional. You'll have property tax. I feel like I'm like shouting at the camera. Get super excited, right? Utilities, so that'll be your electrical, water, gas, insurance. So this one can, a project that you're like doing major renovations, this can be pretty expensive depending on where you get your quote from. We have paid upwards of like $500 a month. We kind of got it down to like around like 150.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's it, isn't it?
that's it.
Boom, boom, boom. But yeah, this one can be significant if you're using private money. You want to know what that's going to cost per month, and then times it by the length of your project.
Time of your reno.
Time of the old reno. And I also add one thing here too. If you're borrowing your money on top of your mortgage for your renovations, there'll be a fee associated with that.
Reno interest.
Yeah, I thought of another thing for like carrying or maybe closing, but it's just like if you're using private money, sometimes we can touch on like the fact that there's sometimes points or fees. You can pay upwards of, I don't know, 2 or 3% lender fee on top of the the amount that you borrowed. So if you're borrowing 100 grand and there's a 3% lender's fee, they're only going to forward you 97,000.
Yeah.
And then, so that's something to consider too if you've never used private money. So I think that covers the carrying costs. And time always costs more. Generally always takes more time. So just be safe with the amount of time you're doing for the rental. So
Okay, so my renovation is done.
now what are we gonna do?
Now we're gonna
So where were we
rent
at here?
it.
So we bought it, we rented it. Or no, we didn't. We renovated it first.
Yeah.
We gotta reno it first. Now we're gonna rent it out. So we put tenants in place, and we show that we have that rental income, and then
I think one thing too, when you're trying to analyze a borough, you want to be familiar with rents in the area. You want to
For
know, what other people are renting their properties for. Don't reach out to other landlords. Look on Kijiji. Look on Facebook Marketplace. That other one, Pad
Hopper or something.
Mapper. I call
Mapper.
it Pad
Hopper is like
but
what's that
Pad
game
Mapper.
Woo.
Frogger.
Frogger.
I don't
Yeah,
know. Anyway, so you want to research this
for sure.
if you're not familiar.
If you're not sure what you're gonna get, definitely research that. And then you kind of go two different ways, I guess. If you have a traditional like A-lender mortgage, say the value of the property is more now, right? So you're gonna have to. There will be some fees involved with, what did you call them?
Penalty.
Penalties involved in breaking your mortgage, but that's fine. And there'll also be probably need an appraisal, which would be around $450. So yeah, either way, whether you have traditional mortgage or private mortgage on it, you're gonna have to reappraise the property and refinance it.
And you may hit
If
fees.
that makes sense, eh?
Yeah.
So the goal of this refinance is you've put all this money into renovations, you've bought right, you bought under market value, you added value by whatever, whether it be cosmetic or adding units, and now the property is worth more than essentially
What you paid for it, as well as more than your renovation.
Yeah.
And in an ideal world, it'll be worth 20% again on top of that, so that you can pull out all of your renovation money, all of your down payment money, and carrying costs and whatever, and
Yeah.
essentially get a free property.
Absolutely, or close to it anyways, right?
Yeah,
Like
the
they
goal
call
is
the
to get
perfect
as
burr is
close.
to get all every penny that you put in for your down payment and your renovation back out by increasing the value of the property. That creates the equity and the down payment of say 20%, and you get all your money back and your renovation funds,
money in the deal.
which is like a slam dunk. But you know what? Like even if you can get an asset worth say
So you get like a $500,000 asset, and you've left 20 grand in the deal.
or something like that,
That's
right?
pretty sweet.
Yeah. So awesome.
I
So
know.
that's pretty much. Oh, then you got to repeat though. You want
Oh,
to keep
yeah,
doing this,
take-
right?
take that
keep,
money
keep
out.
taking that money that you've used, or that you've used in this deal that you've got out, and do it again.
Yep, buy another one. Whew.
Yeah. Sure.
Things are heating up.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a hot topic.
All right.
So that's it. If you have any questions, just let us know. Thank you.
Bye.